Tom, what I've heard people say, and we're talking about technology too, right? How can we use this in a modern way? But what I've heard say is it involves the school safety officer and the superintendent and the teachers and the administration, and not just the law enforcement, the police officers, but fire and ambulance and 911 and dispatchers. There's a lot of elements that play to this. And in communities that are neighboring, there's multi jurisdictions that are impacted by a single site, a single incidence. So, how does technology support this coordinated effort and make that easy? Because I think that the alarm bells go off, but they don't just go off for one person. In technology, they can go off for everyone all at once. Is that right?
Yeah, it sure can. So if we look at it in the old radio aspect, you've got a transmitter and you've got a receiver. So I send it from here and I pick it up over here. Our transmitter is called School Guard and our receiver is called the Hero 911 network. So I want to focus in on that a little bit. The Hero 911 network is a volunteer network where you can pick up your mobile device, you can go out to the App Store and you can download, if you're a law enforcement officer, the Hero 911 app. That app then allows you into our system. And if there's a shooting at a protected property anywhere near you, you would get notified. And Lauren, to answer your question, that's the key there. So we only allow officers in. We do not allow anyone else into the Hero 911 network. We actually vet them to make sure that they are officers. And then we also allow the 911 dispatch centers in. So they can also have this app on their devices at their location. So if there is a transmitter that sends it, the receiver gets it, but everybody gets it. So we bridge the radios, we bridge any kind of other communication systems. It's an instantaneous notification that we send it out as soon as we receive it. So there's no delay or anything along those lines. So it's really about getting as many people notified in as many different jurisdictions and 911 as quickly as possible. And like I mentioned before, that's local police, state police, county police, tribal police, NSA, FBI, the federal marshals, just anybody that you mentioned. This particular app is whitelisted for the FBI phone. So all FBI are allowed to carry this on their devices. So we've got to get that in the hands of as many people as we can. And once we do that, we can get as many people there as quickly as possible.
So there is a way to protect with modern technology.
Absolutely.
And I think that the key here, because Frank, you talked about how complex it was and how confusing it was and what a mess it was. Tom, the answer to this is what? What does the technology really need to be for people?
Yeah, I really think it's a matter of getting it to what they're holding in their hand now or what they're carrying in their pocket right now. If we can get the message out that way and then turn it over to traditional channels of 911 and your policy protocol and everything along those lines. But back to our original point about notification time, we've got to get the notification time out as quickly as possible.